welcome to Easy Licks That Sound Advanced number 7. You're going to have to be a pretty well-established guitarist in order to have a go at these licks and stand any chance of being able to play them up to full speed. So these are like intermediate easy shred licks rather than easy shred licks, if that makes sense. As always, I've cut the video into chunks and you just need to click the relevant timestamp to take you through to your favourite lick. If you want to miss the tuition altogether, right at the end of the video, I play all 3 licks one after the other at 50% speed with some scrolling tabs. So if you want to miss the tuition, you just click on that timecode stamp and it'll just take you to that part of the video. I've also included a download link for the Guitar Pro file with embedded audio if you have Guitar Pro 8 and a PDF of the transcription. Once you've learnt the lick that you're working on, make sure you practice it nice and slow and build the speed up over time. Lick number 1 includes some tapping. If you're not sure about this technique, click on this link and I'll show you the basics. This lick though isn't really flashy tapping, it's tapping used as a melodic device. All too often tapping can just be used to play loads of notes. But there's much more to this technique than just that. And I think this is a fairly good representation of what I'm on about. The first thing we're going to do is some hammer-ons from nowhere with your fretting hand. The notes are actually going to be from an E power chord. We're going to use finger 1 on our fretting hand to hammer on to fret 7A. Then the 3rd finger, or 4th finger, depending on which one you feel more comfortable using, onto fret 9D. If you like what you see here, please don't forget to subscribe to the 60 Seconds of Shred YouTube channel. And if you're feeling really generous, leave me a comment. It all helps with the algorithm. You're going to need to practice this a bit if you're not used to doing hammer-ons from nowhere. You need a nice strong hammer-on with the tip of your finger. However, when I say strong, I don't mean hard, because actually it's the correct application of force that matters here rather than just force itself. So make sure that you're hammering on with the very tip of your finger in each instance, and make sure that your finger's landing in the fret just behind the fret wire. Then we're going to do a tap on fret 14G. Don't worry too much if the notes kind of let ring here, because it actually sounds quite nice if they do. We're going to do our hammer-ons again on the same frets on the same strings as before. Then our tap's going to move down 2 frets from fret 14 on the G to fret 12 on the G. Then you do your hammer-ons again. Then your tap's going to be on fret 11, not fret 12. So far we've got this. Then to finish this bar off, the tap's going to go up to fret 12 again. Just worth noting that each bar here has 6 beats in it. So far we've got this. Then we're going to just play that twice. Into bars 3 and 4, we're going to kind of just move this idea across the guitar. So the power chord's going to move down 2 frets from frets 7 and 9 to frets 5 and 7. But then you're just going to do the same kind of hammer on from nowhere thing that you did before. Then you're going to tap on fret 12 on the G again. Then 11. Then 9. Then go back to 11 and repeat. And then into the next 2 bars, you're simply going to take that power chord, move it down 2 more frets to 3 on the A, 5 on the D, and then your taps are going to go on 11, 9 and 7. And then back to 9, 11, 9, 7, 9. Then your power chord's going to move back up to frets 5 and 7. And you're going to tap on 12, 11, 9, 11. So that's just the same as it was previously. And you're going to repeat that twice. Then your power chord's going to move back up to frets 7 and 9. And you're going to finish by doing a single tap on fret 12G. Right, if I just put it all together from the beginning with some nice slow scrolling tab, and you can see how it all fits together. And now for lick number 2. So here we've got a load of pull-offs. We're going to start by playing fret 8 on the high E with a downstroke of the guitar pick. I recommend using your little finger to finger this note. Then you're going to play fret 5, but you're going to pull off from fret 8 to fret 5. Then you're going to pull off to the open string. And I'm using my first finger to play fret 5. Then you're going to do the same pattern but on the G string. Now that's kind of tricky because you've got to jump over the B to the G. And you're going to play fret 8 on the G with an up, not a down. So far you've got this. Now that you've learnt the pattern, you simply need to play the pattern in the right places. So we're going to start with that 8, 5 and open thing that we just did. Then we're going to move up 3 frets to frets 11 and 8. And then up 3 more frets to frets 14 and 11. We've now played this in 3 places. So the next thing we've got to do is go back 1 place. So we're going to go to frets 11 and 8. Then back up to 14 and 11. Then up to frets 17 and 14. And again, we've been up 3 positions or 3 places there. So we're going to drop back 1 to frets 14 and 11. Back to 17 and 14. Up to frets 20 and 17. Back to frets 17 and 14. Back up to 20 and 17. And then finally on frets 23 and 20. Now don't worry, if you haven't got 24 frets and you can't do that last bit, you can actually just finish with the 2017 one and then play the last couple of notes at the end after frets 20 and 17. Right, now I'll put it together with some nice slow scrolling tab so you can see how it all fits together. Lick number 3 starts with a slide up to 19 high E. Then we've got a really quick hammer-on pull-off between frets 17 and 19 on the high E. I'm going to use my first finger to play 17, my third finger to play 19. Then an immediate slide down to fret 14 high E. So far we've got this. Then we're going to play fret 15 on the high E. Then we've got a hammer-on pull-off between frets 14 and 15 high E. And a slide down to fret 11. Now notice how I'm using fingers 1 and 2. Finger 1 to play 14, hammering onto 15 with finger 2, pulling off to 14 with finger 1, sliding down to fret 11. Then I'm going to play fret 12 on the high E with my second finger. So far. We're then kind of going to repeat the same thing, but at the end, instead of playing fret 12 on the high E, we're going to do a bend on fret 15B that's going to go at one full tone, and then it's going to drop back to its original pitch. Then we've got a 14 on the G, and then a slide from 11 to 12 on the G with finger 1, and then 11G again, and then a 14 on the D with finger 3 and some vibrato. So far. And then the ending is this kind of chromatic run. Chromatic means every note. We're going to play 12, 13, 14, 15 on the D. Slight palm mute and make sure you're alternate picking. Then we're going to do the same thing on the G and the B and the high E. Notice there how I'm using all 4 fretting hand fingers one after the other. Then we're going to do 12 on the high E. Then play 12 again, drop down to 10, and then go back up to 12 again. Now I'm going to play it along with some nice slow scrolling tap. Right, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.